Hello, I'm Minch Banal, and today I bring you another video. Today we're doing a nightly Outrider kitbash. Basically, I'm making my Outriders nightly to fit my Knights of Camelot theme. What I'm going to use are the Chaos Knights from the Age of Sigmar Slaves of Darkness range. There's a lot of Chaos symbols on this. I didn't do a great job removing all of them, but starting this kitbash, I grabbed the Chaos Knights, the Free Guild Gallants, and the Outriders. The Free Guilds and the Chaos Knights are from the Age of Sigmar range, Slaves of Darkness and the Cities of Sigmar, and the Outriders are from the Space Marines from 40k. The only thing I really need from the Outriders are the Riders themselves, the Astartes. So I go through the process of removing the Astartes from the bikes, which is really pretty simple because the torso and the hips are already detached. It's the legs that are the hard parts because they are attached, they are molded to the exhaust system, which I can understand, but it's a bit annoying. So I do take my time trying to remove them from it, but mistakes happen, items happen, things happen. Though now I do have 3 Outriders, 3 bikes that I have no idea what I'm going to do with, so leave some comments down below what I should do with these 3 Outriders. Just the bikes, because, well, they're still mainly intact, and I could probably fix up the exhaust system with, like, a bit of, acrylic rod or something. But yeah, I got 3 Outriders to sit on my desk, so give me some ideas what I should do with them. I've got the handlebars and everything for them. It's just no rider. I should do a diorama or something. I don't know. We'll see. Give me some ideas. The process of this was actually pretty straightforward, I guess. The hardest part was matching them up to making sure which side goes to which, because I didn't read the instructions, and this kit I bought online on eBay, so it didn't come with instructions. So be wary of what you buy on eBay. Otherwise, quality is great. The only thing from the Outriders I'm really going to use, other than the bikers, the actual Astartes themselves, is the bases. And that is it. Considering it's a push-fit model, it's not too bad. Same for the Knights. The Chaos Knights, they're actually push-foot as well. Which actually surprised me, considering it's not really a newer model. There are new releases for it, but it's not exactly a newer model. It's been out for, I think, what was it, 2 years or something? I think it was 2 years, I don't remember now. Yeah, taking the Chaos Knights, I do build them off the instructions, which I did get. Because again, I got these from eBay, which is the majority of where I get my stuff. Because it's cheaper. Always go second hand or third party, because guess what? It's usually cheaper than it is the original. Yes, there are scalpers out there, but just be wary of those and you'd be pretty good for what you get. Let's see. Yeah, they're from 2013. No, not 2013, 2023. So yeah, they're a few years old. They're just, well, actually, that does fit with the timeline of when they started moving towards push fit more. So yeah, makes sense. But yeah, the hardest part of this was literally just having to carve away chunks of like the sides of the horses, so the legs would fit. But once the legs fit, there was no issue stopping me. I mean, the small gap filling I had to do, but Sprue Good covered that. And I mean, yeah, other than dechaosifying the model, wasn't a really tricky kitbash. Was it expensive? It was made more expensive by the fact that I wanted knightly heads, which I got from the Free Guild Gallants, because that's literally the only thing I used the Free Guilds for. And I think I used the Kill Team starter set, one of the Plague Marines heads for one of the knights, and then I used a third-party helmet that I actually do not know where the hell I got it from. It was in the collection. I think it was from my original Cassius. I think it was Cassius Kill Team I did. Like, early days of the channel. I don't even think that video is up anymore, but yeah. Random knightly looking helmet. Looks sort of Templars-y, but not Templars-y, because it's got a different iron cross. But either way, looked pretty good, so used it. Might have been one of the... Yeah, I don't know where the head came from, so I do apologize for that. But I am looking into getting some Bretonnians for some Great Helms, because I am a sucker for the good old Great Helm. And if anyone knows of a good Warhammer kit, or any kits that are Warhammer scaled that have a Great Helm, they're like the iconic Crusader helm, please let me know, because I'd love to just go and get just a bunch of these helmets, because if my army can have that, that'd be amazing. But I'm pretty sure the only ones that do that are the Britannians, which is a little bit of a... It's not bad, but it's not great either. If I'm not mistaken, if I go... Yeah, if I look on eBay, like, Bretonnians, they're not crazy. But they do have a I'm pretty sure there's a variation to them. Yeah, they got like the, oh, what do they call them? They have the round helmets, and then they have the, I believe, the great helms, the next one, yeah. They're gonna mix of both, which is not exactly great, but... I mean, for what it is, it does the trick. It just, yeah. So yeah, it is a bit of a odd one, I will say. Yep, a lot of sprue goo just to clean up the multiple horses, because there is a mutated horse. Like a heavily mutated horse. And even that one does fit in the army. Because you're on a nightmarish world that's a mix of 40k, medieval, and Bloodborne, which is my goal. I may or may not be planning a chaos version, that is the Bloodborne side of this army. Well, I say army, but this theme. As my Astartes follow the Arthurian aesthetic more, but in the style of a Bloodborne, which is very dark, very leathery, all that kind of stuff. And then have an army of chaos that are more freakish. And if I do complete my idea I have, my captains are going to be the Knights of the Round Table, but also have trick weapons from Bloodborne as the weapon that are usually weapons with multiple functions or a different weapon built into it. I have ideas to do that. But we can only wait, because I have not got the models all together for them. As my first one I'm going to be doing is currently being planned out. Will be my first captain for first company, which will be a... well, for these Outriders. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I repeat the processes of the first one, where it just tear out the majority of sections on the sides of the horses. Because people forget horses wearing saddles. The saddle does sit a fair bit extra, especially when you got, like, well, with this one specifically, it has cloth and all that and armor. There is a bit of leeway, so I can get away with like the legs being a bit closer and slightly into the model, because guess what? Fabric doesn't sit very flush on things. There is the thickness to it. So you got chainmail, then cloth, then a saddle on top. So there's at least 3, maybe 3 inches at max. Because that chainmail looks like comparing sizes, that looks like standard chainmail, which sits about 2.5 centimeters thick, roughly, on a good set, like a really good set. Then you got the cloth, which I'm going to attribute to a thick cloth, which could be a half a centimeter to a centimeter thick. So there's an inch. There's over an inch actually, and then you get a saddle on top of that, which is going to be. Well, again, depending on the saddle, since it's a bigger thing, I'm going to go a little bit larger. So that's about an inch thick saddle. So you got about 3 inches roughly of space between the horse and cloth, along with armor and all that. So the Astartes layers can sit in there weird. I don't know why I'm trying to justify this. I am. I am very passionate about what I'm doing. Now, I am not very impressed with how I did the reins, because they aren't exactly great. I probably should have taken the reins, and since they got that loop, turned it around. If I do another one of these, which I'm probably going to do, because I've got 2 more, I will definitely be making some adjustments. Like, specifically for this one, I'm currently sitting at my desk, and I've got the mutated horse, and then the 2 mutated horses. One's got horns, the other one's got this, like, gnarly, monstrous looking face. I think I can make them look great. I think. We'll have to see. But yeah, you got the mutated head one, and then you got the horned one with the... I forget the name of the damn cloth that you put over the horse's eyes. But yeah. I'm just yapping because this is a very long processes. Processes? That's a bit weird. Process. There we go. I think if I do another one of these, I'm going to put like a flag on the back of it. If I can make the space, I'm going to put a flag on the back of it. So the horse is running, it's got a flag flapping in the background, which is like a tribute to a company captain or a company. Because, again, Outriders are going to be part of the first company, the veterans. Because I don't really think any standard bog standard soldier is getting on the back of a horse in full armor. So, yeah, we'll see. This is a lot of just me yapping. But yeah. Yep. I keep saying that. I didn't really plan this video out very well. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't seem to realize I don't use a script. And this video is a very long video, so you're going to hear me trying to fill it in with the blanks. But yeah, it is really much so repeating the steps. Each step gets a little bit easier because I know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's basically horse, build it. Then tear off the center piece of the satchel and the satchel? The saddle, the sides, so there's a cavity. Put sprue glue into the cavity, mostly on the edges. Attach Astartes' legs and hip joints so it all sits in and looks roughly right. Then go in with more sprue glue and clean up the edges so it looks somewhat tangible to a proper cloth. Then dechaosify. Though I would probably recommend dechaosifying first, so then it would be dechaosify first because it will make it a lot easier to get to things. Like these 2 horses on my desk, I am probably going to dechaosify in the off camera. Because there is a lot, surprisingly for Slays of Darkness, there's a lot of chaosy bits to these. Don't get me wrong, I love the aesthetic of them, but they're just like, absurd amount of it. They're horses, for God's sake. But yeah, definitely have ideas. I did post some of these. I did post a few teaser pics in what you call it? Discord. That's it. Why did that take me forever to think of? Yeah, I did post a few teasing pics in Discord and everything, and I've been given some ideas. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is like fixed at the moment, but like nothing's concrete. That's what I mean. But yeah, definitely got some ideas. And not horses sitting on my desk burning a hole in it, I guess. The corruption shall fade. I don't know, do people like it? I wonder. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys like just having me yap about things until I get to explaining things more. Thinking about this video, I probably could have cut it down to just showing one of these knights getting built, but then I know people get cranky when I don't show full progress of all of them. Because they are all slightly different, and there are different methods to going at them. Even though the core idea is the same, it is... yeah. I guess I should say this, if you are enjoying the video so far, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss another video. I am almost halfway, yeah? No. Oh, almost. Not quite. I'm being tagged, what people want. Go away. Ooh. Maybe. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what to yap about now. Oh yeah, I'm just detailing it. So filling up gaps and things. Mostly by sprugoing things and just slapping bits on. For like, say this model, it's got a big gap in its hip. Holster. Nano gap. Now I will run these as Outriders because of course. And I just got a message that actually piqued my attention. Making one of the horsemen, or using one of the extra horses, and making a captain out of it. I don't hate the idea. I was thinking of something else completely for my first company captain, but I don't hate it. Also, I am tearing this the helmet off this Outrider's leg, because this Outrider is going to have a helmet anyway. And the reason I'm doing it, lore reason. The Outriders are a bit of a oddity to the army. Their whole goal is to scout ahead. I do use the scout arms for holding the reins, I will mention that. But yeah, their whole job is to scout ahead, kill whatever the hell is in the way, or go and be recovery parties. So for this one, he is gone out with his group and whatever is leading them, gone out, found corpses, was not able to retrieve the entire body, but was able to take the helmet of a fallen brother. The reason he's taken the helmet is because he's going to bring that back and hand it down to the fallen brother's children, as my army keeps all their bio data, or like family data, in the helmets and their gear, so they can hand it off to the next generation. If you've watched my aspirants or neophytes video I did, I explained that in there to a degree, because one of them is wearing a cape. One of the aspirants is wearing a cape, and because of that, he is currently wearing his father's cape. That was the only thing able to be saved from his father's corpse or something like that. Morbid? Yes. Intriguing? Absolutely. So yeah, that's kind of the whole premise of this army. People die a lot. But the soldiers go out, retrieve what they can, or whatever's not bolted down, or already taken, and bring it back. So the family have something. Usually that's pieces of their war gear, or trinkets and trophies they were carrying on the Astartes that fell. Like, take these Outriders, they're currently running around with heads on their horses, which is another point of the law. Outriders, again, scouting company. They will go ahead, kill whatever out there, and then come back. Once they kill out there, they bring parts of it back so the rest of the chapter can study it, or identify what the threat is, so they can prepare against it. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's basically leave the walls or the cities, rush out to where there's reported danger, or whatever the Valkyries or Orbital Defense Network have called out. Go out there, check it out, kill whatever out there, if there is anything out there, take its head, arm, whatever, drag it back to the walls, bring it in, take it to the tech priests or the captains or whatever the situation on the inside is. I'm going to say it's probably the council, which will be the captains and tech priests alike, and then all together they will determine what the hell it is, whatever there's a bit out there. Then using that information will then send a quantable force out to go deal with it. So say if it was Sir K, which is Global Defense Force and recruitment, he would send just an ungodly amount of Astartes out there just to go slay it and some Guardsmen. No other way around. He would send a whole ungodly amount of Guardsmen and an Astartes with it. I always get that. I always do that because there's more Guardsmen than Astartes. But yeah, Kay would send Guardsmen and Astartes to go deal with it. Belthagor? I'm pretty sure it's Belthagor. I forget how to pronounce it. Belthagor. He is my armored warfare and logistics captain. He just send tanks and armored infantry. So Centurion, maybe. Or Dreadnoughts. Probably Dreadnoughts. Which I am planning to do. Ah, here we go, heads. I do keep the Chaos Speed Lances because Outriders have a lance ability. I take this very knightly helmet, which is from the Free Guild. From Free Guild Gallants. Which is the very sharp, pointed head. That does look very much so like a, more fantasy great helm. As you do that, to modify it though, I do take the head, chop off the neck, replace it with a Astartes and neck piece, and then glue it together like that so it actually fits. As you can see here, I'm just fiddling with it, making sure it fits, and then putting this particular head on it. Then the next one, I've taken this, I'm pretty sure it is a Plague Marine's head. It's the one with the chainmail just sitting across, dangling down from its face. I don't know why a knight would do that, but it looks interesting enough. And then there's this third party one. I'm pretty sure I had this custom 3D printed. I'm not 100% sure on that. I cannot for the life of me tell you where I got it from, because I genuinely don't remember where I got it from. Which is annoying to me because I'm pretty good at remembering what I have. But this particular one is like, it escapes my knowledge. Then here is a bit of basing, which is just taking some cork chunks that I've had lying around here and there, gluing them on with some super glue, well, this gel-like super glue, making little piles here and there because these guys are not on the front. They're not on the established lines, which is where there's pathways and stuff like that, like my other Astartes. These guys are way out there in the wherever. I'm going to say the Badlands for a second, but yeah, probably the Badlands where there is more Chaos incursions. And for those who do not know why Chaos dares step foot on Camelot, it's because the chapter master, King Arthur himself, has a demon blade, a black blade that is currently holding the soul of a Helldrake in it, making Chaos Spawn really want it because a Helldrake is really good for them. So yeah. Also, if you're wondering what type of texture paste I'm using homemade one. It is brown paint, fine grained sand, some bits of tiny chunks of plaster that I've used from previous projects and just like crushed up more and more till it was roughly fine. Chucked it in, and then some, I think it's aquarium sand, like the blue aquarium sand. Army Painter plate mail metal and matte black. This is a base coat as my standard army procedure. Nothing too crazy here. I will say this now, I do apologize for the audio cutting out. For some reason, OBS decided to stop recording at the 26-minute mark, so I'm annoyed. Well, no, it wasn't 26. Yeah, 26-minute mark. Army Painter Dark Tone. So my entire painting portion just didn't have audio. I am beyond annoyed. I don't like doing this many times. But what can I do? Nothing. Also, the reason I do dark tone here is just to help darken the metal down. I will come in with a homemade contrast and darken it down even further. Citadel base Rhinoxide. I use this for the horses and anything leather, which is not much. I don't know if I said this or not, but if you have enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you never miss another video. And yeah, leave me some ideas what you want me to do with these Outrider bikes. Army painted matte black, game color glorious gold. I use this on the trim, the Aquila. You will know I have the Aquila because I didn't feel these models were Astartes enough. I didn't give off Astartes on horseback without the Aquila. Because I did do some very basic Photoshop mock of the models. Very basic, didn't do much, like 5-minute work. So I was like, yeah, I've got to put something on here. Army Painter Leather Brown. I use this for the furs, the leather. That is it. Yet it still takes up 30 seconds of damn recording time. It took for it. Looking back at these models now, I probably should have just recorded painting and building one, then showed you all three at the end. Did I do that? No, because I didn't think about it. So I do apologize. Model Air Dark Earth. I use this for the horse to sort of separate it from the leathers. Did I do a great job at it? You be the judge of that. Not much to really say here. Again, I've already done it once. I talked about a whole bunch of stuff. Now I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. Which is a common thing for me. Homemade black contrast. It is cheap black paint mixed with water until it was a contrast. Cheaples. I will say this. I didn't realize Model Air Ivory. I didn't realize the video didn't record the audio until about 2 a.m. So now it's about 2:30 and well, it is 2:42. Jesus, 2:42 a.m. Jesus. Need to go to bed soon. But yeah, I'm up and I'm just fixing this now because I didn't like having it not ready to go and I wasn't going to do this tomorrow. Well, yeah. Model Air Aged White. I use this for the hooves. Hooves? Yes, hooves. 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 I can't. I'm tired, okay? Please, I do apologize. But I am delirious a bit. I'm so glad I edited in the words before I started doing this voiceover. Words and the paint names, that's it. Army Painter Dark Tone, Strong Tone. I use this on the hooves. Should shade them, I think. I don't know. Also, the idea of these horses being bred to be this large on a world that's not Earth is pretty funny to me. Like, I don't know the name of the horse breed that's, I'm pretty sure it's a show horse. It's just absolutely massive. Covered in hair. AK acrylic color, black red. AK acrylic color, volcanic yellow. I use this to make the chapters color pattern, yes. I don't remember the name of the horse. I know they usually carry, I'm pretty sure they pull carriages and stuff. They're a massive hairy show horse. I forget the name of them. Army Painter Tan Flesh. I use this for the unarmored arm. And the face, yes, the face, of course, because I forget he has a partial of his face showing. I know what I'm going to do at the end of this. I'm going to go to bed. Army Painter Barbarian Flesh. Model Air Aged White. I use this to highlight the arm. Nothing too crazy. I target the bicep and the muscles best I can, which is not great, but it will do. And the sergeant's arm is a bit funky. Because I did add the reposer, but that's fine. Model color aged white. That's Model Air aged white. And Army Painter black, matte black. I use this on the skulls, the parchments, and all that stuff. Citadel Base Dryad Bark, Army Painter Matte Black. My airbrush started getting clogged at this stage, so I did have to take it apart and clean it off camera because I'm not that mean to people. This video is already long enough. It's like, you don't need me cleaning my airbrush just for filler. Army Painter Dark Tone. I use this to sort of pull everything back together. Make it all look somewhat cohesive. Yeah, cohesive. That's the word. I'm firing on two brain cells right now. I don't know why there was a weird black screen. Homemade black contrast. Again, cheap black paint and water until it was a contrast. Well, yeah, till it was a contrast. I was going to say something else, but I don't know what that was. My brain just decided to say nope. I hit the base with these, and then I get it up on the cloth of the horse's, I don't even know what they're called. Model color white glaze I use this for the reactors, so I can get those done, and then I can be done with this. Nothing too crazy. Game color, fluorescent yellow, orange, not yellow, orange. And that does it. There's nothing more. We go into reveals, so hope you guys have enjoyed. And apologies for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss another video. And leave your comments for what I should do with the 3 Outriders I have left over with no driver.